workshop. It's going to be a completely different experience. You don't want to miss it. Enjoy my interview with Mark. You're going to love this tool. Mark Helton, what's up, buddy?
What's up, man? How are you?
Man, just hustling, man. I appreciate you taking time. I know you got a family and it's the weekend and whatnot, but I think it's key to show this because it's hard to kind of get your mind around. I know you were sharing it with me in Colorado. You told me a little bit about it in where were we, in San Diego or somewhere? I don't know, several places that we've been talking over the last 6 months about this. But it's out, it's ready, and I'm excited, man. Can you show me a little bit through it and you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I think what I want to do, because what we're going to be talking about is it's really easy to use. Sometimes it's just more difficult to explain than it is to kind of show you.
Yep.
So what I have is I've actually set up, I have a campaign kind of set up and ready to go.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and start that campaign as we're talking. I'll kind of walk you through it and show you a little bit of how the software works, and also some of the best practices that I personally have been using in my own business to get better results with the software. Because the software is really awesome, but if you use it the way I use it, you're going to get more results.
Well, all I know is you said this takes all the cold calling, all the walking in. Hey, can I have a minute of your time? Hey, do you have a second to talk to me? Hey, have you noticed your SEO or your reputation or whatever it sucks? Takes all that off the table. It just basically brings people that are ready to do business. It's like Savage Siphon, but you don't even have to buy the lumpy mail.
Exactly.
I love it.
Let me first just give like a little bit of a background about what brought me to the method, and then so like if people understand why I created the method, then they'll understand really how this can be used in their business. And it can be used for anything you sell, whether you're selling leads or you're selling websites, you're selling SEO, reputation, you name it. Like, it can be customized for anything. But basically what happened was a few years back, I was introduced to someone. You know Costas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well, Costas, he had actually what's that?
I'm listening to you. Can you hear me?
Okay, we just have a little bit of it. It seems like we have a little delay there, but
okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. So yeah, a while back I was introduced to this method by Costas, where he was basically going and creating these videos to go out and reach out to to potential customers through Craigslist, and he was making these videos and he was sending it to them, people who had put an ad on Craigslist. Well, I saw that, and I saw this opportunity of taking and creating those same videos of people's websites. My thought was that if I created these websites, these videos of their website, critiquing their website and showing them all the things that they can improve on their website, that it would really grab their attention. And I went off and started making these individual one-off videos, one at a time. I was going to somebody's website, and I would literally just start critiquing it. I'd say, hey, I'm on your website right now. I see that you can do this and you can do this and you can do that. And then after I was done, I'd upload that video and send it through their contact form, or I'd email it to them. And the results that I was getting was really good. But the problem was that it was taking me literally all day long to do 10 or 15 videos. So I went and I grabbed me an outsourced person, got me a offshore worker to do a lot of this work for me. I created like this generic presentation, and this person would go and take the screenshots and basically make these presentations for me. But no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't do more than 25 of these a day. So that actually led me to going and finding me a programmer to literally create a software that would do this exact method for me. And in order to make it something that everybody else could use, we added a bunch of functionality. So you can literally create any type of presentation you want and mass produce it using this tool. Does that make sense?
I get it. All right, well, show it to me.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So when you open up the software, you get this simple little screen that pops up, and it gives you two options. You can either create a project using the project wizard, or you can we have a little bit of an echo, Sid. I don't know if you can hear it.
Yeah, I don't hear it.
Okay, I hear it in my ear, but maybe it's not going to be
Okay.
recording, hopefully. Anyways, you got two options. You can either create a project using the project wizard, or you can load a previously created project that you've created within the project wizard to save you a lot of time. Okay? So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up a presentation that I've already created in the project wizard, so that you can get an idea of how how it would look. But just to kind of let you know, in the project wizard itself, it's literally a step-by-step type of setup. I mean, it asks you how many slides you want. You select the slides you want.
Anybody runs into a standstill. Is there video training that shows them how to do each part?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
That's all I need.
There's video training and everything inside here. So literally, and I'll just give you a quick peek here. I mean, it's literally just hit next. Select slides. Hit next, attach the slides, hit next. I mean, it's really, really simple. So no matter how much experience you have online, or with computers, you should be able to do this.
Okay. All right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and bring this presentation over that I've already created here on my desktop, and let me stretch this out here so everybody can see it really well. Now, this particular presentation is a presentation that you actually get in the software. I give you, there's 4 different presentations. There's 2 presentations on traffic, which is SEO and websites, and there's a standard website presentation and then a mobile website presentation.
Nice.
And you get all of that included, so you don't have to go and create your own presentations like I have. If you want to use one that I've already created, you can just go ahead and do that. It includes all the slides that I'm using here. It includes the audio that I have, so it's in my voice, but it works great. I mean, you can use that, and if somebody calls you, if they ask for Mark, you could just say Mark works for me.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do, you get access to all of that stuff. Okay, so here I've already created the presentation. There's 29 slides in this presentation. Out of those 29 slides, 27 of them are consistent throughout every single video that it's going to create, meaning it isn't going to change those images. Those images are going to remain the same throughout those throughout the videos that's generated. So as you can see here in this video, or this campaign, I'm going to be creating 35 different videos. Well, what makes these videos unique for each one of these prospects is that we're starting the presentation at their website. So you can see I've loaded JapaneseAutoPros.com, FreeAutomotive.com, and all these other websites. So the very first image that is going to be created on each one of these videos is going to start with the prospect website. Once we scroll down here and look at the presentation, slides 12 and 13, we have a website grade report that we're going to be showing them. So Japanese Auto Pros, we're going to go in and show them this website grader report, which is going to show them like a number score of how well their
And that grader is unique to each video that it creates?
Correct. Yeah, it's unique to each video that it creates.
Wow.
Every time somebody sees this video, they're going to see their website, they're going to see their website grade report, they're going to see everything that's relevant to their particular site.
Awesome.
We actually have 3 pages to that report. I'm using the first page and the third page of the report. The third page of the report shows their backlinks. Okay, so they can get an idea of like how many backlinks or how their off-site SEO is doing.
I gotcha.
Okay, so the last slide of the image is basically the call to action slide. It has a picture of me and my phone number, right? Matter of fact, I need to change this one because I'm using, let me just change this real quick. There we go. So the last slide is going to be a picture of me and my phone number. Now again, you can customize these images. If you want to add your own, by all means, go ahead and do that as well. Okay. So you want to change, obviously, I don't actually include my picture and phone number on there. You can add that yourself. All right. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. So the next thing that you've done after you've loaded up your slides and, created the the actual project is you want to load the data in of the people that are going to be receiving.
Now, where are you getting all these emails and data from?
That's a good question. This tool, actually, you could see everything that I'm doing here was pulled off of this particular campaign or this particular search. All I did was do a search for Phoenix Auto Repair with this hot lead finder, and you'll actually get access to this as well. So you can search through Yellow Pages, you can search through Facebook, Manta, Google Ads, Home Advisor, all those different search.
Home Advisor, that's nice.
Yeah, Home Advisor is awesome for contractors. We use that. The only thing with Home Advisor is it doesn't give you email addresses and such. So if you're going to be doing these types of videos, the two best ones to use is going to be Yellow Pages and Manta, or Yellow Pages, Manta, and Facebook. Google Ads and Home Advisor kind of just, you know, they're good for like just finding specific types of customers.
I got you. Okay.
Once you've grabbed your list, all you have to do is literally open up the CSV, and then you can just copy that column and then paste it in, right?
And that's included with your video prospector.
What's that?
That scraper is included with the
Hot Lead Finder?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Hot Lead Finder comes with this the system.
Okay.
So, you know, the first thing you want to do is just go ahead and grab the list, paste them in here, grab your emails, paste them in here, and you're all set. Now, if you notice, I also have HP Group and HP Country. What this is Hot Prospector, and I'm going to show you that as well in just a second so you can get an idea exactly what that is. But basically, my campaign's all set up at this point. All I have to do is write my email, which I already have it pre-written here. It just says, RE, let's talk Monday. I was on your website, noticed some things that you could do to improve your online presence. I made you a video to show you exactly how you can implement these in less than 30 days. Watch it here. And then at the end, it's just got my name and phone number. I've got my email server settings in here, so I'm sending from my own email service. I've got the video link placeholder here put in, so every single video that is going to be sent out is going to be uniquely created for whoever's getting it. You can also, if you have additional information like the business owner name and stuff, you can add that in there as well. So if you have the business owner, you can say, hey, John, I was just on your website.
Nice.
It's very, very powerful. In addition to that, if you do direct mail, and I know, Sid, you're the direct mail king,
right?
You can also add your own templates in here and also print it out and mail it to them in just an envelope.
So multi-point advertising, that's strong, man.
It's huge, right? So, like, I mean, imagine, you know, if you send the contact an email, and then after you send them an email, you send them a direct mail piece, maybe make it lumpy mail. I know you talk a lot about that.
Yep.
And then follow up with a phone call. It is going to be the most warmest phone call you've ever done. I mean, you call them up and imagine saying, hey, I'm the guy that sent you the couple of emails and sent you that direct mail piece. I'm the guy that's going to help you make money. So I think I'll take that call.
That's awesome.
So yeah, so basically that's it. Once you're all set, the only thing you have to do is click the start button, and it starts doing its work. Now, if each of these videos are actually going to take somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe 2 minutes to create, and that's a 7-minute long video. Or actually, the first video takes about 2 minutes to create, or maybe 3 minutes to create, and then after that, it goes a lot faster because it's kind of using that first video as its
template.
Yeah, exactly. So once that whole thing is done, or once that first video is done, it really cranks through the rest of those videos pretty fast. I mean, on average, this particular campaign, which has, I think, 30-some videos, should take me less than 50 minutes to complete. And that is including creating the videos, uploading the videos to YouTube, emailing the videos, and if you have like a print campaign and all that stuff running as well, it's all going to be done for you.
Very nice, man. I like that a lot. Okay.
Yeah,
that takes anything that takes prospecting off the table. You know what I mean? That first initial contact. So if somebody gets one of these videos and then calls you back, I mean, they're going to be pretty hot lead, if not ready to do business.
Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up because that brings up a couple of people that really, this is kind of the reason why I'm really hot and heavy about this right now. I want to make sure everybody gets access to this. First off, my father, he's been doing this this local business now, local marketing now for the past couple of years. He worked for a company for 25 years here in Las Vegas and was laid off. Had really no sales experience to speak of. He was account executive, which basically was a fancy word for, schmoozer, going out, and a fancy title for schmoozer, the guy that would go out and basically just keep accounts. Well, when he was laid off, he needed something that was easy for him to do, that was replicatable, and that, he could create a system with, but again, something that would do a lot of selling for him, so he didn't have to do all of the manual selling. He needed somebody to kind of be ready to go by the time he got him on the phone. And the thing that's awesome about Video Prospector is this presentation that's being sent to them, this anywhere from 5 to 7 minute long presentation, literally takes somebody off the couch, from a cold prospect and gets them in the buying mode. So by the time the person calls you, they're already pretty much sold. The questions they have is stuff like, how much is this going to cost me? How soon can you get started? All the things that you really want to hear as a salesperson.
That's awesome. Man, that's...
So you can see here the first video was already created, uploaded to YouTube, and look at this. Email was sent. The PDF was generated. So I'm actually not printing these, but if I wanted to come back later and print them, I could. Now, I don't have a really fancy email template or mail template here, but see this QR code at the bottom?
Yeah.
If somebody scans that QR code with their phone, it'll open up the video as well. So
cool. I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So do you mind if I show you here how this integrates with Hot Prospector real quick?
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, that's the CRM, right?
Yeah, so one of the big things that I wanted here with this tool is to, set it up in such a way that, follow-up was also going to be very, very easy because, one of the things that I don't know if you have this problem, Sid, but I always had this problem is, reminding myself to follow up with people or, getting myself to the point to actually wanting to do the follow-up because a lot of times it's monotonous, right?
Dude, I do trainings. I do strictly calls just about follow-up. You do proper follow-up, it'll put you in the top 12% of salespeople in the world.
Exactly. I mean, follow-up is key, right? Just because you send somebody one email doesn't mean that they're going to pick up the phone and call you every single time. And it has nothing to do with the fact that they don't like your service. It's just they're business owners. They're busy, right? They need you to keep it, keep at the top of their mind. And sometimes that means sending them an extra email, hitting them with a mail piece, picking up the phone and calling them 2 or 3 times, not bothering them, but just leaving them a voicemail and saying, hey, I'm here. I can help you. Well, what we did was, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Keep going. I'm listening.
Okay. So what we did was we set up this system to actually integrate with a tool that we created called Hot Prospector. And Hot Prospector, which this is actually the system itself, allows you to create a little campaign where you can come in and do a ton of stuff. What I want to show you just on this call is how you can do your follow-up. So all you have to do, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and edit this campaign so you can see what we're actually doing at this point. We'll add the Auto Repair Phoenix. So Auto Repair Phoenix, oh, actually, you know what? No, VT Test. That's the one we've been using. There we go. So what we're doing here is we're going to go in and take a look really quick at the contacts as they're being uploaded into the system. So I click the Start button here, and it's going to open up this little tool, and you can see the contact's information, their email address, their phone number, their website address, and check this out. Here's a link to the video that we created and sent to them. So if I click and paste this here into the browser, I can actually see, well, I actually removed that video, but you would actually be able to see the video that was uploaded here into the system. And this is really powerful. So if you're calling these customers up, you can say, hey, I just wanted to give you a quick call about that video I sent you. Did you get a chance to watch it yet? Now,
Right.
you would know if they watched it because you can see on YouTube how many views there was, but it's just a great entry point. A lot of times they'll say, no, I didn't get that. Okay, great. Well, let me just verify the email that I have on file is correct. I see darskydds@gmail.com. Is that the best email? Oh, no, we actually have a different email now. What's that address? Great. And then all you have to do is click here on this email template, and we actually created our own video remail template that just says, as per our conversation, here's a link to that video, and it'll automatically insert that back into the video or to the email. Click send, and they're going to get that right there on their, there you go, email sent successfully. So they're going to get in their email a link to that video.
Awesome. Man, that's
right?
bad.
So it saves a lot of time. It saves a lot of time, and it makes things a lot easier when you're following up. So you've got a system here literally working for you like 24/7. I mean, you can, while you're sitting here doing your follow-up calls, this machine will be working for you in the background, creating these video presentations. And, literally.
Now just to clarify, so that thing creates a video of your website, of their website,
Right.
then shows you their competitor's website. Then you can also set up where it gives you a grading of their website, how it's scoring. That's freaking brilliant, man. That's custom.
So here's a presentation. I'm just going to play you a couple of minutes of it so you guys can get an idea of how this, how the presentation works. And again, these are totally customized to the person who's actually receiving them, and totally customizable if you want to change them up yourselves.
Hi, my name's Mark, and I was just doing a search on Google, and I came across your website. Now, I'm not going to take up much of your time here, but you're definitely going to want to watch this video because I'm getting ready to show you how you can get more customers. Plus, I'm going to show you how you can beat this company up.
Now, obviously, in this case, I did make a little mistake. First Choice Roofing is not their competitor because this is auto repair, so I apologize for that, guys.
Yeah, no big deal.
You can see this is, no big deal. But you get the idea. The first slide is showing their website. The second slide, you want to have an image of their own competitors, so, whoever the competitor is locally.
Yep.
Steals their customers. Just in case you're not sure who they are, they just happen to be your biggest competitor online, and according to Google, they are the go-to guys in your area, and all your customers should be going to them. We're going to fix that. Now, just in case you're still not sure what I'm saying,
that's awesome.
Help you.
Now, I'm going to skip through to the portion where we actually show the website grade report, so you can get an idea of what that looks like as well, because that's a really powerful piece here that is going to literally, okay, here we go. So this is the website grade report. Let me back up just a little bit and let you hear that.
Now, I ran a quick report on your site earlier, and I found a lot of errors. Okay, you can try it for yourself and see exactly what all needs to be fixed, but I'm going to focus on a couple things in this video. First, take a look at your score. The scoring system grades you from 0 all the way up to 100. The less errors that you have, the higher the score is going to be. Now, as you can see by your score, there's room for improvement.
So I'm using a little bit of NLP here by basically saying, look, you're seeing your website. So these people are looking at their website address. They see JapaneseAutoPros.com here. They see, information that's relevant to what is their business. So they think that I'm saying their business, but I'm not. You know what I mean? They see their score here, all of these different things. Now the next image.
The next thing my software will do is tell you the number of backlinks that you have to your site.
Now you can see this guy here, he don't even have one backlink to his site. But again, we're showing him this page of the report so he can get an idea of some things that he really needs to do to improve his site. The last thing I want to show you on this report is the call to action slide. This is something that you would want to customize to put your own number and your own picture on, but literally that's the only slide that you would have to customize. Just put your picture, put your phone number, and load up the presentation, and you can send it as is.
That's awesome, man. Dude, I love it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm really just, saying I'm excited about this is an understatement. I mean, literally, we've poured everything that we know about prospecting for customers, for websites, SEO, local reputation management, all of those different things into this tool. These two tools are the most powerful tools that you can get on the market for prospecting on autopilot.
That's crazy. Well, man, that's cool, man. I like it. So with the Hot Prospector or the CRM tool that we've talked about, so that keeps up with your campaigns. It'll load what you did, like because I trained to go after 40 people, right? I tell everybody, niche down 40, know your numbers, so you can get better and better each time.
Yep.
It'll keep up with each one of those 40-person campaigns. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm going to show you a couple things here because what we're offering today is an opportunity for you to make an investment in two different tools. You're going to get access to the ability to get access to Video Prospector, right? Which is going to do all of the prospecting side, which is going to automate all of that. But then the fulfillment side, which is Hot Prospector. By the way, I don't know if you can see this. I've totally customized this thing for my own theme. So when you get yours, you could do the same thing. The default package would actually look a little bit more like this. So when you get it, this is what you would actually see. But you can come in and customize this for your own business, which is kind of cool.
Very
here
cool.
inside the system, you got access to see how many calls you've made, how many emails you've sent out, all of that stuff here on the dashboard. And then also in the report, you can come in and listen to calls that you've made, the recordings. You have access to, the ability to, if you want to upgrade to higher packages, we sell team seats or team licenses. You can come in here and run a whole team of sales reps and listen to them live. You can, listen to some of the calls that they've made. We've got this monitor section here where you can, come in and listen and help out with live agents. You can actually pick up and take over their calls. I mean, this thing is completely robust enough to handle a full-on, center. If you have 50
So if you had two sales guys that worked for you and you had them doing their calls through this, and you gave them told them to make 50 calls a day, you could go back and hear their calls that they're making.
100%. You can listen to their calls and you can listen to them live. So if you want to coach them along, if you're training, you have the ability to literally just be there with them, from the beginning along the way, which I don't know. I mean, Sid, you've been doing sales for a long time. You know it's very valuable to have that at your fingertips.
I know sales guys spend half the day at the mall is what I know. This is awesome. I like that.
Thank you very much. You also have the ability, and I know I kind of brushed through this really quick, but you have the ability to load in your own email templates. So you can load in as many different email templates as you want that will be available inside the Power Dialer to just click a button and blast out, an email to somebody rather than going in and, running through different systems, having your Gmail open and sending out through your Gmail.
Yep.
You can do SMS templates as well. So if you want to send somebody a quick little mobile, a message on their mobile phone, you can do that. We also have voicemail templates. You can actually load an audio template, or you can do a text-to-speech template that you can send to somebody. Maybe when you get a voicemail, rather than saying the voicemail over and over again, you can just click a button and drop that message on their phone.
That's awesome. That just leaving a message alone is such a drag.
Oh my gosh! And on top of that, if you're like me, you get kind of distracted when you're dialing, and this doesn't matter. If you get distracted, you get a voicemail, you can just click a button and move on.
I love it.
Yeah,
man, that's getting ultimate work out of somebody. That's giving yourself a chance to do the most calls possibly within the shortest amount of time. And if you're paying somebody to sell for you, why would you not do that? You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. I mean, there's so many more things that I'm not even covering here right now. I mean, you've got a bulk emailer built in, a mass text message system built in. You've got the call reports. You've got voice broadcasts. You've got lead finders. You've got appointment management systems. You can load your scripts, which is really cool. Like, you have scripts that you probably use in your business?
Yep.
Okay. So if you have a script, rather than having it on your desk, you could just load it right here into the system, and you can just have it available for the person who's making the phone calls. If you have rebuttals set up, you can, load your rebuttals in here as well. And, if you have somebody who comes up with an objection, rather than looking around for what to say, you can have it ready there to just click a button, and it'll be right there at your fingertips. So everything that you need with these two systems. I mean, literally, I almost, I can't even talk sometimes. I get so excited about this. Did I lose you?
Can you hear me now?
You there, Sid?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we just lost you for a quick second there.
Man, that was weird. I was sitting there talking to myself then. I was like, man, I'm trying to find something that you've missed, and I don't really see it. So you got the call prospector, the hot prospector call, CRM. You can watch the people make the sales calls. You can set up the video prospector that starts generating your leads for you. You have clients calling in, asking you for their business, practically laying down, or at least warm. And if you have any salespeople that work for you, or if you have like an outsourced appointment set or anything, you can go back and listen to their conversations, even listen to them live and take it over if you had to.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, like you said, I mean, something that we left out, let me know, because, and that's the other thing too, by the way, we keep our software updated. I've been working on this software for 3 years. It's nothing new. It's very, it's very solid, and, we're always constantly adding to it, and you get, upgrades to all of the stuff as we put them out. And so
now I see that book an appointment. What does it use, a calendar or something, or?
Yeah, so if you click the book appointment, what it does is it pulls up this little form. You can fill this out, and it'll grab any details that you already have in the contact, and if you click add reminder, it'll automatically add that to your Google Calendar. So it syncs up to whatever you have, your cell phone or, wherever else you have your Google Calendar synced up to.
Awesome.
So you don't forget about your appointment. You also have the callback scheduler in here. You can click a callback schedule, select the time that you want the callback to happen, the time and date. Right? Whoops, I'm probably schedule it to the future. And then you have the ability to send out a alert to the contact and yourself, either via SMS or email or both.
Oh, that's awesome
so you
too.
can send out a message, 15 minutes before their appointment and say, you have an appointment today, don't forget.
Very cool.
Contacts, they forget,
Yep.
It's just.
Now, not to jump around, you know how I get it, but on the power dialer, is that one of those ones where it only picks up the phone when the people answer, like you're not having to listen to the rings in the beginning?
No, you do have to listen to the rings. So this isn't like a predictive dialer. This is a system where you click the button here, and I don't know if you can hear it.
Okay, I heard something.
Right, so right now it's calling this person.
Uh-huh.
Now, if somebody were to pick up the phone, you could just talk to them through the headset. It goes through your computer's browser.
Right.
And somebody, if you get a voicemail, again, rather than sitting here and leaving the voicemail, you could just click voicemail drop, and it'll drop that voicemail. If you decided that you don't want to talk to that person or whatever, let's say they never answered, you could just click no answer, and after you click that, it updates that contact. It actually notes the notes that you called and they didn't answer last time. So the next time you call, you'll see, look, here's your call statuses: no answer, email sent, contact information updated, video sent.
That's awesome.
And if I click no answer, the next time I go into that contact, I'll see that I've called them 3 times now and they haven't answered. So you don't have to guess what's going on with your contacts.
Yeah, and dude, just the fact that it reminds you what happened is priceless. I hate talking about something and it wasn't them that I was talking to them about. You know what I mean? Notes is imperative when you're dealing with a lot of people.
Yeah, you forget. I mean, we're human, right? I mean, even after you bring the customer on, how many times have you forgotten what you quoted them?
Yeah, right. What was that I was selling that for again?
Right. I sold you a website, and you remember I gave you a really good deal. It was like, what would I say it was? Yeah. So, I mean, everything that you can ever think of that you would ever need with both of these tools. I mean, literally, it's a beast. I mean, you and I have been sitting here for what, like 10, 15 minutes, and it's already generated 11 prospecting videos automatically for us, and we're not doing anything except for just chit-chatting.
That's awesome. Now, Mark, how many have you done before? How many? Tell me the number.
Well, last night, remember you and I were just sitting here talking on the phone,
yep.
And I did 120 of them. But that was just like, again, just like what we're doing right now. We've stress tested 6,000 URLs. So,
wow.
I mean, if you have, if you have a fairly large list, you can load it up in here and send it out. I mean, I'm personally of the school of thought that there's no need in, sending out that amount of emails to somebody. unless you plan on, actually talking to them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
6,000 I think is a little bit excessive. I'd rather see somebody send out, 50 or 40 like you said, and then,
Yep.
follow them around like, like their shadow until you get them on the phone to talk about what you got.
Now, how do we know if they actually open the email?
Good question. So I use a service here, and I don't know if I'm logged in. If I am, I'm not logged in. Well, I can't actually, I don't have my password here handy.
Just tell me about it.
Basically, I use this, this system here, it's something I use. It's a free service for the first 200 emails a day. It's called Turbo SMTP. You can go to serversmtp.com. I'm not an affiliate for these guys, but I set up my emails to go out through them, and they track your email open rates. So they track the emails that you send, and then they track the emails that have actually opened. So you can see who's opening your emails.
That's awesome.
We're also in the process right now of integrating that capability into Hot Prospector. So pretty soon, we'll also be able to track open rates through Hot Prospector. So if somebody opens your email, you can go and call them and say, "Hey, I saw you open my email."
I'm gonna think of something that you haven't done yet. If I just keep trying.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, there's this other cool tool that's in here in the Hot Prospector that does website grade reports. If you have like a website address that you want to run a quick report on, you can do that, and basically, run a report on a customer's email and send it out to them. So, some really cool
Very
stuff.
cool. Man, that's awesome, man. Thanks for showing that to me, man. I know everything you were telling me when we talked, but it was hard to imagine all of that, capability. But that's better than I expected.
Yeah, like I said, it's hard to explain, like when you're talking to somebody, because I think most people would just, like, your mind would melt when you're thinking of something being able to do all this for you. But as you can see, like, it's a software that's working for you on your behalf. I mean, like I said, I hired somebody that can even do 25 of these in a day, and we've already done half that since you and I have been just talking about it.
That's awesome, man. That's cool, man. Thanks for taking the time, man. I just wanted something on video that all my people could see and kind of get their mind around it. And because man, I'm excited, man. This is one of the first things that this is insane. I can't believe you got to doing all that at once,
Yeah, man. I mean, and I'll be honest with you, I never seriously thought it would be possible, 3 years ago when we started putting this stuff together. Let me just say one thing, because we really believe that no matter where you are in your budget right now, like, that you should invest in one of these tools, if not all three of these tools today. Do you mind if I explain, like, how the whole process works?
Absolutely, man. Go.
Okay, so today what we're offering is an opportunity for you to pick up, at least at the bare bones minimum, Video Prospector, the basic version. Now, the basic version doesn't actually do the uploads and the emailing automatically like you see here. It'll generate the videos and save them to your desktop. So if you, at the very least, want to generate videos on autopilot like we're doing, and that's all you can afford to invest today, then definitely at least pick up the basic version of Video Prospector. If you can make the investment for the Pro version, which isn't much more, you've got a automatic prospector that's not only creating videos but uploading the videos, emailing the videos, making mailers and all kinds of stuff for you on your behalf. Now, the third piece to this is really the second piece to this is the Hot Prospector, and the Hot Prospector tool is the CRM, the emailer, the broadcaster, all of those other tools. I mean, literally, this is like a Swiss Army knife that, like you said, Sid, anybody in business should have, right? So that is the last piece of this that I really think that everybody should pick up for their business. So these are the options that you have today. If you decide to take us up on getting access to all of these, I promise you this much, we have really great support. We do everything we possibly can to make sure that you always have 100% uptime. If you ever have an issue, you can contact us. We have full training inside of the Hot Prospector system to help you with regards to, you know, setting up your system. We use Twilio for the dialing and for the text messaging. So if you have questions, for example, I know a lot of people ask us, how much is the calls? Well, it actually uses your own Twilio account, so we don't mark it up. It's 2 cents per minute for outbound calls. It's 1 cent per minute for inbound calls. Text messages are 0.75 cents per minute, and that's all for the U.S. and Canada. If you're questioning whether or not Hot Prospector is available in your own country, you can go to Twilio, and I'll just show you really quick. Go to twilio.com and just click on voice or messaging. Click on voice and then pricing, and then you could just type in your country. So let's say, for example, the United Kingdom, which I know it's available there. You just click on United Kingdom. If there's pricing available in your city or your country, sorry, then it's available. And you can see here it's $1 per month for phone numbers, 1 cent per minute to make or to receive calls, 2 cents a minute to get calls.
That's awesome, man.
Hopefully that answers your questions there. Also, one more thing I know a lot of people ask is your SMTP details. You can set up your own servers to send your emails from your own system, so you don't have to worry about you know, using our servers. So you just load your own server settings in there, and you're all set.
That's awesome, man. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate you taking time and showing me this. I know it was the weekend, and I just wanted to make it easier to understand, and you did a great job at that, Mark. I'll see you again, hopefully in Vegas next time again.
Yeah, pretty soon, actually.
Yeah. All right. Awesome, man. I appreciate you, buddy.
All right. Thanks so much.
See you, pal.